4 chord, dominant 7th chord, and this chord progression. So when I speak this language to you, do you understand me? When I say, okay, Navia, let's play 1 chord, subdominant chord, dominant 7th, and let's play this chord pattern. Does it make sense what I'm saying, or I speak Chinese to you?
Well, I know, like, I don't know dominant 7 chords, but I know the rest.
Yeah. Okay, good. So at least one word sounds familiar, right? So we actually speak music theory language here, musical language, right? So let's take a look. Let's remember, we did that before, so let's review. So what's our primary chords in the key of, what key is that in? What key is that when we have 1 sharp?
Well, do you want to tell me what the sharp is or what the key is?
Yeah, what's the key signature when we have a 1 sharp?
The note above it.
Huh?
The note above it.
So it's the next after last sharp, or the only 1 sharp. What's going to be the next note? Hmm? C? G as a girl. Okay, yes. So this is key of G minor, G major, right? Or it could be relative minor key signature E minor. But because we have this chord, what kind of chord is that?
G.
It's a G, so we're in the key of G. So what's going to be the primary chords in the key signature of G? So let's lay out the G scale. Can you tell me what notes are included in the G scale? G, what's next? A, what's next? B, what's next? C. Come on, faster, faster. G, A, B, C, D, E, F. And then we're going to repeat the first one. 8th note is going to be G again. So we have a scale. So our primary chords are built on what notes? On what steps of the scale?
The first one.
First one, the 4th one,
and
and the 5th one, right? So the first we call tonic, right? The first is tonic. The 4th is subdominant. Sub means under, underneath, subdominant. And then we have the 5th is equal, how do we call it? Dominant, yeah. So we have those primary chords, tonic, subdominant, dominant. Most of the time you'll see them in the Roman numbers. So the tonic is going to be 1, then subdominant is going to be 4, and then dominant is 5. So those are Roman numbers. So when you see those Roman numbers right here, you already know that this is tonic. And what kind of chord is this? 4th, subdominant. So if we're building chords on the step of the scale, so this is going to be G chord, right? This is G. What's the note that's going to be above? What notes are included in the G chord? Can you tell me, please? G, B, D, yeah. And what notes are going to be included in the C chord? This is our 4th step, right? This is 4. This is 1. C, C, E, G. So this is our C chord, right? And the dominant is going to have what kind of notes? D, F, and A. Yeah. So right here, did you notice that our second chord, subdominant chord, it doesn't start with C, but it starts with G. Why is that?
the key.
Because it's what? Can you speak more in computer so I can hear you?
So that's the key that it says.
Yeah, because we're playing inversion. It's inversion of the chord. It's still the same chord, C chord, but we rearranged the notes of it for the smooth transition. It's going to be much easier for your left hand to play this chord in inversion because you're already on G. Your pinky is already on G. So instead of moving your pinky all the way on C, you could just repeat it again. And the dominant seventh, we're going to use inversion as well for the smooth transitions. So, and we're not gonna play four notes because as you know, the dominant seventh chord has four notes and we only playing the three, okay? So this is something that I would like you to review in the Kaizen, this chords patterns first, okay?
Okay.
So this is what you're gonna be practicing.